How good did it feel to find yourself in the win column, get a win tonight?
Yes, it's a good feeling after this game. I like it's a very important game and the start season. We need a win. Yes, because the last season is very bad start. But today I like it. Is Mickey comeback. I love this guy. He's big help for me, and I help to Mickey. Is a good talk in this game. I like it. Is my line comeback is a PT Mickey and me, and yes, in the start season. And for me is little difficult because I have one moment is after virus I don't good feeling, but I be better is every day. I think yes I need yes is a good body, a good feeling, good shape.
Coach talked about you and Mikheyev and how good it would be to have him back just to talk on the bench for the two of you. But even going into the game, do you feel more confident when he's around because you have good chemistry with him and with Petey as well?
Yes, as Mickey said with me, Kuzi, can you please English words? Because PT don't understand on the bench. Yes, I say yes, sorry, it's okay. Because as I a lot of talk with Mickey and live, and on the game is a big help because he's a good friend, he's a good talk. On the bench we need a lot of talk with PT and Mickey is help with this line.
What did you think of the work from Phil on your goal?
Oh, as I say, this is a field goal. It's not my for me. It's so just score, yes. But as I feel is before my goal is a big work. I like it. I like it. It's your goal. Thanks.
Yeah, from chasing the puck down. I mean, he's a hard forechecker, and obviously Kuzi, best game Kuzi. He was great tonight, and it's the hard work, Phil. You know, those are the staples we're talking about, especially when they tied the game.
You knew he was struggling and sort of suggested that if he kept closer to his line mates, good things would happen. He'd get out of it. Skill players often are like that. You like seeing a sort of state or response game from him?
Yeah, he was really good. I think with Kuzi, sometimes he thinks system so much. And I told Sergey, today, just tell him to do our staples. If he does, don't worry. Like the system's the system, but sometimes as a player, high-end guy that wants the puck and stuff, that he thinks of system too much, and you don't skate as much. When if you think staples, we want you to do this, stay close to your teammates. He went to the net with vengeance tonight. Like he was in front battling. Those are the things we're looking for. And the system stuff will come. I don't want him to overthink. I think sometimes he overthinks it. And his effort was, that's a Kuzi we know. If he has effort like that, I mean, he's a dominant player.
Is it especially dangerous if you have a guy who can do, a double spinorama, blunt backhand pass into the slot, if that guy's thinking systems?
Yeah, he can do triple sow cows. I don't care what he does. If he just does, it's the system stuff, like the staples of us, And I think Mick helps him. I think Mick's whether native guy, Mick's he's a leader amongst he's a quiet leader. He's a very he comes in there, he works his butt off, and I think that's contagious for Kuzi. I don't think he wants to let him down. I really don't.
Quinn Hughes is always good, but tonight I think he had the puck on his stick for more than 3 minutes, more than twice as many as.
I mean, him and Hronek, they got iron lungs. Those guys are, I don't know how much they played tonight, but they are, even when they're out there for a minute and Florida was making a run, dumping the puck, they were going back and getting it. Those guys are playing a lot of minutes, man. I got to give them a lot of credit. Those are hard minutes.
It took you a long time to get those guys together. They didn't play much in preseason. Now that you're seeing them, is it going to take a lot to get them apart?
Yeah, I mean, it's decisions we got to make. That's the coach's decisions on these. Do you push all your chips? And sometimes you want to spread those guys out too. I think Footy does a good job. Hronek played with different guys. Huggy went. We shortened the bench obviously, and we just I don't think we can always play them together like every game 60 minutes, whatever they play 25. I think we got to spread them out for now until we get some injured bodies back.
Soucy at the end of the power play, was that just to defend the end of the power play?
Yeah, usually the last 20 seconds. I'm not a fan of having 4 forwards out there. So we usually around 20 seconds we go with the 2D, and I mean that was a hell of a goal.
You said it was the first power play goal of his career?
I did not know that. He'll be in my office now. He'll want some PP time now. No, it was a great goal. Great goal, yeah. Good.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
For the first goal against, literally, I'm not trying to ask a negative question so much as I want to understand the systems of it. Should the weak side guy have been fading center? Where was the breakdown there?
Well, we had our 2D were, one was in one blue and the other. So
Yeah.
I think when the puck goes there, I think Kohler's got to surf, and I think one of our forwards got a little thing. We want a wedge,
Yeah.
and it was kind of spread. So obviously it was, yeah, that's not a good posture you want, especially against Barkov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened for you in the second period that sort of really prevented them from playing their usual game, slowed them up?
Well, we talked about it after the first. Our first was half decent, and I think when we're skating forward, we're having good angles, and we still have to go through people. I think sometimes we come off our check a little bit, and I think when we go through people, in a sense, not killing people, but just being real sticky, I think that's when we're a hard team to play against. So I saw a little bit more of that. I saw guys holding on the pucks offensively. I saw our tracking is the best I've seen this year in the second period. We were tracking really hard, like everybody, and I thought that we disrupted some stuff in the neutral zone, which is a good thing. That's a big staple for us.
And then sort of a different question, but same side or other side of the coin. The 17 shots in the first 40 minutes and then 17 shots against in the first 14 minutes of the third period. Is that just a excellent team pressing, or were there some things you would like to clean up in that?
Well, yeah. Well, this is Stanley, and then with the finals, and I know what they take off, and they dump the puck in, or they send those sifters, and if you don't put pressure on them, that's why Vegas. I know they were banged up, but Vegas is so good of holding pucks, of their D standing up, being above, and that's what we were trying to mimic tonight, and. It's hard to do, right? And you have to have everybody to do it. So for the most part, I liked it, and then there were some stretches where we weren't hard on the forecheck, and that's what happens. They come right back at you.
And just to come back to 43, it seemed like there was a forward with the puck near him. He was just taking it away, walking the line. Whenever they tried to get pucks out in his spot, it was coming back into the offensive zone.
Yeah,
how dominant was he?
Yeah, well, for him, it's a good point by you. That walking the blue line and shooting, and he's got a couple of moves that he worked on this summer. Like, he worked on a lot. He was on the ice a lot. I don't know if people realize that, and he worked on a lot of stuff. Working the blue line. There's a couple things. I'm not going to tell you what he does. I don't want the other teams are pre-scout, but he just does some stuff that is world class. And also when he defends, he defends with quickness, and it's okay it's okay for a guy like you can still win a Norris defending by quickness. You don't have to kill people in the corner, right? I'm not trying to put pressure on him, but he's a type of player that he defends very well, but obviously his capability of walking the blue is outstanding.
All situations, he went 115 minutes and 40 seconds before he was on the ice for a goal against this season. Does that speak to the fact that maybe he should be more appreciated around the league for his defensive ability?
I think Huggy, and I'm glad he's got a little chip on his shoulder, that he can't defend. And I remember coming here and he can defend. He's out there last minute of every period if we can. But yeah, I think he's got a little chip on his shoulder when it comes to that he's just an offense. No, he can defend, and I like that.